Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. Of course, a new year. My name is 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very, very special guest on the show right now. Melissa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Perfect. First off, we'd like to thank you for your time. I know you're very busy. So to start things off, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like yourself. Help us out here, Melissa. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe let's start off with, what is your role in the business?
Great. So I'm a little different as I have two businesses. So I'm Melissa Trinkle and I am a real estate agent. I'm new to real estate. I started working with Keller Williams in this last year, 2021. And I also am a small business owner. I own a business called 𝗙𝗻𝗵𝗶, and that is quickly approaching its 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
So I've had that. I'm the founder and COO of that. That's something that's located here in Arizona. And I'm also a mom. So I'm a busy mom with two little kids, and that's a full-time job itself.
I can only imagine how your day looks like every day. Very busy, I bet.
Yes. Yes.
Now, just wanted to know, your cyberbacker, does your cyberbacker support in two businesses or just real estate or the other?
So I started with the idea that she would just work for real estate, and then being new to real estate, and that's something that needs to be tuned as I gear up that business. I actually re-inquired with the Cyberbacker team to see if I could have her do both businesses. And so we made that change, and now she helps me with both. And that's been huge. 𝗙𝗻𝗵𝗶, we're blessed that business has been busy, especially during these last 2 years of a pandemic. And I haven't really been able to focus as much on real estate as I'd liked. So the additional help with that business has been huge.
Wow, that's awesome. So your cyberbacker's helping you in both businesses as well then, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
how long have you been working with your cyberbacker, by the way?
So I found out about Cyberbacker, I should say, when I was attending Keller Williams mega camp in August. I was attending virtually, and I found out about Cyberbacker. I was immediately intrigued, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a sign. I need this. I need this help. And it was a pretty quick process. And it was mid-September that my cyberbacker, her name's 𝗙𝗲𝗱, had started working with me.
So, regarding virtual leverage, was this your first time working with someone virtually, or did you have experience prior?
No experience.
No experience.
Something I had wanted to do or had been looking at. But yeah, this is not my first time with this.
All right. So I want to know then, what makes this type of a virtual relationship work? What makes it a successful partnership?
I think a couple things. Number one, we communicate. We're not face to face. She doesn't live here with me. We can't get together and have coffee in person. We can online. And so we talk a lot. And so we've made it, and especially in the beginning, you're never bothering me. I've always made that very clear to her. We're a team. Call me, text me with every question you have. I'd rather you ask than not. So, and I do the same to her, because sometimes she's able to, I might be unclear about something, or there's some confusion, or she has a great idea that I need to follow up on. So we communicate all the time. We set a time weekly for a Zoom. So we have face-to-face weekly where we can interact and catch up on things that has happened the last week, what we're doing the next week forward. We're always setting those goals. And then the other part of it is, I think, I don't want to say it's luck, because I went through an interview process with Cyberbacker, which was huge, but it's like dating or trying to make new friends. I feel like 𝗙𝗳𝗋 and I just kind of vibe, like we have some things in common. And so it makes it a lot easier that we, I don't know, sort of communicate the same. We have the same work ethic. We have the same love of family. And so we're just kind of always just vibing. And so it just makes it so much easier that we have things in common and that we like one another. And that I think that even makes the communication part of it so much easier. Like, I like her. I want to talk to her. I want to brainstorm. Let's talk about our week. So, but the communication is huge. I think that's all of our success, is that we make time to focus on the business and also make time for one another to get to know each other more too.
So really the communication and that values fit and that match, of course, between you and your cyberbacker then. Yes. Now, I wanted to know this because you've been working with her for a while now. How much time has she saved you ever since she started working with you in the businesses?
Oh gosh. Well, she works for me full time. So naturally I want to say she's saved me full time, like 40 hours a
Mhm.
week. But I can't put an exact amount on it. I mean, it kind of depends on the week. Everything with real estate and with Vino and Canvas is just customer service. And so some weeks are busier than others. But as a busy mom, I have children that I'm taking to and from school every week, and I have other meetings and we have some other family things going on. So, I mean, the amount of time easily that she has saved me 20 to 40 hours
Wow.
easily, because I know I'm able to sort of check out from the tasks that I need to do. She's got my back. She's going to get them done. Even in the 4 months we've been together, there's been a few situations in my life where she's been like, don't worry, I got this. And I know she does. And she does. So I've been able to sort of mentally check out when I need to. And it's just, gosh, it's just been so good to know that I have someone on my team that's going to handle the job. I trust her. I can rely on her. And it just makes me feel good. So the hours, it's easily this is a full-time thing, but I'm a full-time mom. And I mean, so easily, I don't
A
know. I
lot of
can't,
time.
a lot,
A lot of
a
time.
lot of time and a lot of sanity.
A lot of time and a lot of sanity then. Just to dive into that though, Melissa, just wanted to know what are the things or the tasks that you have her do for the business? Because a lot of our listeners are, again, business owners, but they don't really know how to take advantage of what a cyberbacker could do.
Yeah, I think at first, especially if you're like me and you've never had an assistant, it's like, okay, I got to get organized. What am I going to have this person do? So we've worked through it. 𝗙𝗳𝗋's been very patient with me as I'm like, this is what we're going to do. And then, nope, we're not going to use that app anymore or that tool anymore. So she's been very patient with me. But as of today, she manages, for both businesses. She manages all my emails for both businesses. She flags things that need my attention. She replies where she can, which is to quite a bit. With Vino and Canvas, we, again, are a completely customer service based. So that is a party booking business. So there are inquiries. She responds to the inquiries. She sends contracts. She sends deposits. She receives payment. She follows up. There's questionnaires that need to be completed. And then she takes that all the way to the day of the event, and she notifies the staff that's working the event. Here are the details. Don't forget this. Or we do virtual classes as well. So she'll hop on a virtual call and she'll be, sort of the moderator and there to help the staff through that. So she handles that whole booking process in short. But she also manages my calendar. She does all of the social media. She creates graphics, and she's really kind of worked to mirror my lingo, my
Hmm.
vibe. With Vino and Canvas is meant to be like fun and happy, and real estate should be that way too, but it's just some different language that we would use. And so she's caught on to that. She helps me with all of my newsletters. We use Constant Contact, and so she'll help create those newsletters for birthdays or just market stats. And then for me, with having been on Canvas for 10 years, I have this huge database. And so I've been working tirelessly on putting that database into my real estate stuff and sort of marrying the two businesses. So every day she's data mining for me. She's going back through the information I have and updating it and making sure everything we have is accurate. So I'm sure she does some other tasks. She is just she's
She's
incredible.
everywhere. She's everywhere in the business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, my next question is a bit tough, still related to the business, of course. Did you have, or what have been some of the challenges, or let's say opportunities for growth that you've had working with Cyberbacker?
For me, the challenges have not been the cyberbacker, they've been more personal, really. And that's only because having a cyberbacker, I don't want my dollars to go to waste. So I've had to sort of get focused myself. She is so hardworking and sort of, she's fast and she needs tasks. I want her to be busy. I need her to be doing something. And so sometimes she might run out of tasks for the day. And so for me, it's the challenge has been for me personally. I've had to which I felt like I was pretty organized and I felt like I was a pretty sane person until I started talking to her. And I'm like, maybe I'm the crazy one here. But now I sit down and I time block and we have a call on Monday. And so I prepare for that call on Monday and here's the tasks. And so we have more of a focus every week. And then the only other thing is just, she's so determined and I want to help her grow as well. So she's helping me focus and get organized because I want her to have really the best week or best opportunity working for me. I want this to be great. And so I want to keep her happy and busy and she's doing the same for me. But I mean, I guess the challenge is just keeping her busy, which I just listed a zillion tasks. So that shouldn't be a problem anymore. I just didn't have all those tasks in the beginning. But as I've grown to know her more, I've understood her. Like I said, we communicate and I'm like, okay, great. I feel confident you can handle social media. Let's do that. Or I feel confident you can manage the day-to-day bookings of being on Canvas. Let's do that. So it's grown over time and we're learning from each other and it's good. It's good.
Especially with the tasks, I know you and I can both agree to this. Her role could still grow, of course. Once time, a few more months, she would be able to take on more tasks, of course, right?
Right.
Yes. Now, one last question for you, Melissa. What advice would you be able to give our listeners when they're hiring their very first cyberbacker?
I just do it. Do it. You have to do it. It's one thing to sit here in my home in Arizona where I'm working and hire someone locally and have to go through all of that training and then coaching every week, day in and day out. And then you've got like this 90-day grace period and you hope it works out or you hope you've made the right investment. The peace of mind with hiring a cyberbacker is you're also getting the cyberbacker team. I have 𝗙𝗲𝗋 every week. She's checking in with her cyberbacker or whatever. And so there's just this pyramid of people, this group. I don't know if pyramid's the right word, but there's just this hierarchy of people that are checking in and holding everyone accountable. So I'm not just getting 𝗙𝗲𝗋, I'm getting 𝗙𝗎𝗋, who's been my support person I call. I have 𝗙𝗎, like I have all of these people that I know are checking in on me to make sure I'm happy, and they're checking in with her to make sure she's happy and she's getting the job done. So I'm not just hiring one person. I'm really getting this whole team of people to support me in my business. And for me, again, just do it. It's been life-changing to know that I have someone that I can count on. And in terms of real estate, I was most excited about the fact that 𝗙𝗲𝗋 had already been trained on Keller Williams command. She already knew the systems I was using. I wasn't starting from scratch. And because she already knew those systems, I felt like it was easy to sort of migrate her into my second business because contracts and paperwork and customer service, it's all the same with real estate. So I talk about Cyberbacker a lot to my other business friends and whatnot. And I encourage them to do it, or at least explore it, or at least do a trial, because that was my attitude, was like, just let me just give it a try. And if it works, it works. And I'm not going back. I hope to have lots of Cyberbackers because this is just great. So it's been huge to my business, and I know anyone else who hires a Cyberbacker, I don't see why it wouldn't be huge to their business as well.
Of course, imagine having someone to back you up. And of course, once you partner with your own Cyberbacker, you're not just partnering with that one person, you're partnering with the whole company. We're here as your business partners as well. Now, also, we've been talking about Hannah Lane for a while now. I know she's listening. Would you want to give her a quick shout out on the show, or anything you'd like to say, or a message to her?
Yeah, just, hey girlfriend, you are just a rock star, and I am so blessed to have you in my life, and as a part of my business and family in a sense. And it's truly been a joy getting to know her. And I am so excited for the adventures that we have ahead. And it's great. She is the missing link that I've needed for a long time.
We are also very excited to see where this partnership would be in the next few months and this coming new year. So, Melissa, thank you very much for being on the show today. Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.